All right, let's go.
Coming, Mom.
Finally, you can put my purse on the dining table. Might still have time for breakfast if you hurry.
And then off to school.
Dining table, here I come.
Oh, no, you don't. Look out the window.
David's here so early. Mom calls him just a friend, but look at him. He's pretending he didn't just spend the night. And you never saw the condoms, Chloe. You never saw the condoms.
So they haven't gotten married yet. That's interesting. Guess that's going to break Chloe's spirit soon enough. He's also unemployed at this juncture. Many things will change, I guess.
Dad took these photos. Now that David's staying over so much, I wonder how long it'll take Mom to shove them in a drawer somewhere.
I don't know what to say. Just don't know.
Mom doesn't want me to know, but it's pretty clear her boy toy, David, hasn't worked in like a year.
Oh, great! Dialogue options have been unlocked. Even more dialogue options. Oh, this is not going to go particularly well, is it?
Any letter from Blackwell is never good. Any letter from Blackwell is never good.
Well, we could hypothetically open them, right?
Is Mom having trouble with payments again? My scholarship doesn't cover everything. Like I need another reason for Principal Wells to get on my case.
Well, that late payment fee is crippling. 10%? It's quite a lot, I guess, in relative terms.
We're already supporting one. Thanks.
Well. Yeah, I remember that wine stain. I don't know.
Aren't you glad you left for Seattle, Max? And never looked back?
You know, I could say that she's just going to complain the entire playthrough. But then, of course, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Family pic used to hang here. Wow. I can't actually remember which one.
That's unfortunate.
Dad always talked about upgrading to a flat screen. Too bad that never happened. I would have gotten this bad boy in my room. Hard to believe I was an 8th grade science athlete. Did I peak in middle school?
I'm worried the answer might be yes. What am I even supposed to say or do? I think the entire rest of the game is going to be a variation on the exact same theme. And I've basically said all there is to be said about this subject.
When Max and I spilled Mom's wine. I think the only reason Mom hasn't recarpeted is so she can stay mad at me. It's my job to water these plants, but it was Dad's job to remind me, so nobody's fault, really. Made that for Mom in an art class when I was like 5. She was never a smoker, but it's cool. I was never an artist.
Look at that expression.
Wait, those aren't Mom's keys.
Oh.
And these would be David's keys. There's probably a better place for them than the ashtray I made Mom. Like his home, maybe? I made that for my mom.
Oh, the snow though.
Feeling trapped? Right there with you.
Oh, you're so low poly, little doe. Your favorite little snow doe. Don't you have that in your room now?
Little dude's like, what the hell just happened? Feeling trapped? Right there with you.
Okay, shake it again. Let's shake it 3 times. Shake it, just don't break it.
Little dude's like, what the hell just happened?
And the 3rd time. Now, careful. If you break that, that'll create a time paradox.
Little dude's like, what the hell just happened?
Okay, we can keep shaking that indefinitely. We cannot go outside. Adios, Leva.
Shoot. I was hoping David could get a job on a container ship. To Japan.
Shipyard closing. WST developer Sean Prescott promised that employee layoffs would be minimal when he purchased the shipyard. He announced this week that he will be ending operations effective immediately. In a move not surprising to long-term residents of the region, the Prescott Foundation also liquidated the Arcadia Bay Stevedore Association, its association's defined pension plan. Michelle Kinsey Robertson, staff attorney for the foundation, defended the action as our right in recouping unrecovered losses against debts owed. Sean Prescott could not be reached for comment. Which, as I have stated previously, makes perfect logical sense if the entire thing is in deep... I mean, he could try to turn it around and make it profitable. He'll probably do something.
Why do I suddenly want to get some fireworks?
Wildfire warning has been issued for all residents of Arcadia Bay. Chloe, no fire starting.
This is Principal Ray Wells. Let me be emphatic. I have an enormous stick inserted into my butt. Thank you. Also, Chloe, you're poor and in trouble.
Let me be emphatic. This is not due to financial woes, says Principal Ray Wells. After 7 of the tuitions of prestige academies of similar caliber, we are simply keeping ourselves competitive. Blackwell parents invest in their children, not the vacation homes. Wells further emphasized, in addition to merit-based tuition awards, this year won by sophomores Stella Hill and Brooke Scott. Stella and Brooke, obviously. The school's program of need-based scholarships remains in place for students who maintain exceptional academic records. Not exactly Chloe Price, now is it? It would be great if it was, but it's not how.
Dad's old swear jar. We spent the last of his curses on bus fare and milk. How can bacon smell so good, but I'd still rather stuff these sugar bombs in my mouth?
Honestly, don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I mean...
Pot roast? Mom hates pot roast.
So what? Are you going to Seriously? This is another topic of conversation? Chloe, are you seriously going to complain about pot roast?
It's not that I'm ungrateful. It's just that when your mom works in a diner, you're not always in the mood for diner-type food.
You are ungrateful, Chloe. It's free breakfast.
Joyce Price, a.k.a. Mom. She looks as beat as I feel.
Yeah, but she copes with it.
Go put my purse on the table before you forget.
Yeah.
Mom's purse is pretty heavy. Haven't really felt like sitting down to eat since David started having dinner here.
It probably mostly feels like beating a dead horse because I keep exploring, right? I keep on looking at every single detail, much like with the posters. I guess the idea is that if you look at 20% of stuff around you, you still get the message. I look at 100% of the stuff, so I get the message. even more. Believe me, I get the message. I absolutely get the message. Every step of the way. It has not failed to reach me. And being fair, I also have gathered all the conversation subjects. Not that it's going to be of any help, although it might possibly help me in a backtalk challenge that's
What did
coming.
she say? Put this on the dining table? I'm so tired.
Possibly hungover.
Chloe, I don't have all day. Would you get over here already?
I should see what Mom wants before she strokes out.
Look at the buzz.
Got Mom's purse, still exhausted. Better not do any more good deeds today.
That took so much effort and goodwill out of you, didn't it? Okay, talk to Mom.
Hey, Mom. You wanted to talk?
When I send you a text message, Chloe, like last night, I need you to answer.
You can just say text. You don't have to say message.
And I need you to answer without the snark.
I was sleeping, also I'll do better. Look, this is as level-headed and reasonable as it can possibly be. At the very least, at this particular point in time, she's not chewing her out for being out past curfew, outside, and the party she was not supposed to then, yada yada yada. She's just saying, look, I'm worried about you. When I send you a text like that, I want to know that you're out there, you're doing fine. I want you to respond. I just want to know that you're okay. All other things are secondary. It's just, about this baseline feeling that I know that you're kind of out there and kind of okay, while still possibly giving you a degree of freedom to do all sorts of things. This is the least unreasonable thing one could possibly imagine. So if we're going to be catty at this point, my goodness, it all goes to hell. Besides, this isn't David. This is a very reasonable statement from her mother. How about we do not get into a traditional mother-daughter conflict over something so basic? Sorry, I will do better. Please, Chloe, try to be at least the tiniest bit nice.
Sorry. I hear you. I'll do better about replying.
Thank you.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
What is it with you and David? Always cutting to the chase. Why can't we just have some pleasant conversation before school?
Pot roast engagement, David, school. Why don't we talk about the pot roast? Yeah, let's talk about school. That's a brilliant subject to broach. Let's get it over with.
Ah, right. School. My favorite.
You used to love to learn.
Yeah. I used to think drugs were lame too.
I wish you wouldn't joke like that.
How can I help her if she cannot help herself? Well, the answer is obvious. It's staring me in the face, isn't it? I can't help her. No matter how much I may want to. And my goodness, I have these two strongest urges throughout the entire thing. And there's nothing I can do. I want to help her and I want her to be happy, and there's nothing I can do to facilitate that. It's just nothing. It kills me.
You do realize I hate your boyfriend with every fiber of my being, right?
Chloe! You don't hate him.
He calls me girly. He's a dickhole.
He can be old-fashioned.
Yeah, an old-fashioned dickhole.
Honestly, it's not that bad for the Chloe price. I guess in these coming few years she'll refine that attitude. Well, I guess in the coming years he will become her stepfather. Things will just become even worse. Okay, let's talk about the pot roast. Let's handle the important stuff.
I thought you hated pot roast.
You can have a no thank you helping.
No, you hate pot roast. I don't care.
I don't hate it. And David likes it.
I figured.
And don't say you don't care.
So that's what we're doing now? Whatever your boyfriend likes?
You know, if you think for the briefest of moments about the entire thing, it's so insipid. It really is. Once again, look, I know I've mentioned I don't want to hate Chloe Price. And I think you can see I'm trying not to hate Chloe Price. But honestly, what am I supposed to say? This entire line of dialogue was so stupid and so pointless. Okay, pot roast. Yeah, brilliant subject to bring up. Why is pot roast though? You don't like pot roast. David likes pot roast. I made him some pot roast. I don't care about pot roast. Okay? But you mind pot roast being made just because David likes it. It's not that it hurts you in any way, Chloe. It's not that it hurts you. It's not that there's any detrimental side effect over here. And yeah, don't say you don't care. No, it's not that she doesn't care. She does care. She cares, and she perceives that as a negative. Is David Madsen hurting her in any way over here? Is he doing anything wrong, anything untoward, anything that would actually incur her ire over here? How has David Madsen hurt her with the pot roast? He hasn't. So what exactly is the deal? Well, she minds the sheer fact that he may be happy and may enjoy something. All right? That is the deal, and that is the problem. That is emblematic of everything that's going on here. Once again, I am perfectly willing to take Chloe's side when she has a point, when she's right, or even when she has a preference. Something subjective. But this makes no sense. This is petty and nonsensical. Let's talk about the engagement ring then.
Are you selling your engagement ring?
Chloe, jewelry gets appraised for all sorts of reasons. Like for insurance.
You haven't answered my question.
Nice dodge.
How about this? You don't go in my bedroom when I'm not there.
How about you don't ask me to get your damn purse then?
Let's not fight. I made you breakfast.
Nah, I'll just grab something later.
What, you're not hungry?
Oh, you'll enjoy this. The other day I made 4 eggs, 2 for David, 2 for me. And just before I served them, he says, "What are you gonna eat?"
I'll enjoy that, huh?
Tired, huh? That'll teach you to break curfew.
What?
I know what time you came home last night. And don't think you can get out of school just because you missed the bus again.
Why would you assume that?
Who do you think your principal calls when you skip? Do you think I enjoy lying for you? Saying you're sick just so you don't get expelled?
Oh. Well, doesn't that tell you something, Chloe?
Between your grades and your disregard for my rules, I see you slipping. I'm worried.
But Mom, the whole point of lowering expectations is so you won't be disappointed in me. Ever again.
You're happy doing what you're doing? Fine. Keep at it. Just let me know so I can stop fighting with Blackwell to keep you on scholarship. Money's tight enough as it is.
What am I... Once again, I find myself in the most uncomfortable of spots. Everything Joyce says makes perfect logical sense over here. And the sort of things that Chloe is saying over here may make a degree of sense on a semantic level, but it's just like that conversation with the bouncer. She's not saying things because she's trying to argue the point, and she's trying to sensibly navigate reality, engage using logic and reason. She's just dealing with things on a particularly glib level, trying to slip past everything, trying to... Yeah, trying to keep talking without saying much. What am I supposed to do? Joyce is right. Joyce is so obviously right. And what exactly... I mean, honestly, of all the things, what exactly does Chloe Price have out there that's so important? What other priorities are there for Chloe Price in the world? What other things does she have to take care of? What? Is she so busy getting high that she can spare some of her time to be at school, you know? To just learn a bit. Or maybe a more decent bit. We have discovered in the original game that she's got the brains. If she were to, you know, just commit a decent bit, if she were to try, she'd accomplish reasonable things. But we also know she flunks out. There's basically nothing I can do. Once again, I'm helpless. There's nothing I can do. I can't help her. Maybe I just need to be left alone. Maybe David could help. Is that going to be snarky? I don't want it to be snarky, but then again, it doesn't sound like the sort of thing Chloe would ever say. If I say... Does she want to be left alone? She probably wants to be left alone. She doesn't want to be alone. That's kind of the problem. She's repeatedly been left alone. That's the last thing she wants. No, she wants Rachel Amber to be by her side. How can you flank out with Rachel Amber by your side? You can't. She'll flank out once Rachel Amber goes missing. That would stand to reason. If she becomes friends with Rachel, and Rachel is doing so well, well, at least somewhat rub off on her, I presume, and just out of sheer courtesy to Rachel, presumably she'll try to do something. Okay, how about we go with maybe David could help? I know that this sounds reasonably unlike Chloe. I know this may just lead to a very snarky bit of conversation, but... what if? Let's find out.
Maybe David should start paying rent. He spends the night often enough.
Oh.
How would you know? You're never here yourself. David thinks you need discipline.
He's not wrong.
David should mind his own business.
I think it's great David's taking an interest. He's a good man.
And thorough.
Maybe he can help.
That was a good man. Okay, we have two options. A positive one and a negative one. Which will you choose, Chloe? Eggs. How much do we want to beat the dead horse? Because we have mentioned the fact that David is an asshole according to Chloe Price numerous times. It's obvious that she thinks David is an asshole. How about you focus on some positive memories over here, Chloe? How about you talk about William?
Dad was a good man.
That's not fair. I'm glad your father still has a place in your heart. But sometimes we need to make more room in our hearts for new people.
And sometimes, when we're incredibly desperate and lonely, we choose the absolute wrong kind of people to let into our hearts. Mom.
David's had some hard times too, you know. If he's kind enough to share his experience, I expect you to listen.
Like I'd let him get within 15 feet of me.
Chloe, my goodness.
When he takes you to school today,
Very funny.
you will be nice, you will be respectful, and you will say thank you.
Are you serious? This is such...
What, Chloe? Such what?
Mom's trying, I guess.
She is.
Maybe I should too. But what's the point in getting along if it means pretending everything's fine when it's not?
It's not about be understanding or say what you feel. Oh no! Don't put me in this spot! This is a betrayal most foul. Okay, let me expatiate on that. Let me explain to you, as I have been doing for the longest time, exactly what is on my mind and why I see it the way I do see it. We will never have an opportunity to backtrack. We'll never have an opportunity to rewind. Interesting, isn't it? Look. If there's one thing I'm about, it's honesty. There's one thing I believe in. There's one... If you think something is unfair, I believe in open rebellion, as Chloe does. So we converge on that. Now, I don't think her rebellion is particularly level-headed, well-intentioned, correct in the circumstances. But that's kind of her choice. Oh, this is going to keep making noise this whole time, isn't it? Ugh. Well, you'd better get used to it. After all, I'm weighing my options. So over here, I have to pick between, on one hand, her keeping the peace, trying to get along, trying to be nice, and on the other hand, being authentic and honest. Now, basically wonder, how can I live with myself? And how can I not come off as a hypocrite to myself, of all people? If I insist not on honesty, the sort of thing I have been so blatantly in favor of my entire life, in every facet of it, in every moment of it, with every fiber of my being, to the point of being an asshole about it. Not for the sake of being an asshole, but not avoiding it either. How am I to just glibly figure, no, it is important to avoid conflict, keep it in, try to make peace with reality as it is, try to repress all of that and just get along? How can I possibly look at myself in the mirror and stand by that choice? But then again, if we consider the circumstances of all the things in this particular case, I absolutely want Chloe to be as reasonable about the situation as she possibly can. There's no point exacerbating the problem. I know things will not go particularly well. They don't. Obviously, they don't. We know where all of this leads. How about we have her be the tiniest bit more understanding? How about we have her be somewhat nice? How about we try that? We know that she's going to act out anyway. We know she's going to be horrible a decent bit, but how about, at least for a while, we try to steer her towards something decent? Yeah, another objection I had was that this doesn't necessarily seem like the sort of thing that would be very Chloe now, does it? What would Chloe do in these circumstances? She would probably get into an argument unnecessarily. But let's be nice. Let's actually make an effort and be nice.
Mom, I know you're dealing with a lot.
Thank you. I understand you don't need me as much anymore. But I need you.
I do still need you. You're my mom.
I'm proud of you for being so self-sufficient. But the whole world's not out to get you.
Correct.
Tell that to the world.
You're impossible. But I love you.
I love you too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, David's waiting. You'll need to bring him his keys from the ashtray. Try not to kill each other.
Got it. Unless he tries to give me advice. Or looks at me funny.
Chloe.
Or looks at me at all.
Chloe.
Chloe,
Mom,
Chloe.
have a good day.
you too.
Bringing David his keys is about the most humiliating thing Mom could ask me to do.
Wow, that girl's got perspective and life experiences. My goodness, bringing him keys. What a concern you've got in life, little lady. My goodness. Shake the snow, though.
Little dude's like, what the hell just happened?
So anything else I can do? Anything else, anything whatsoever, anything I can take care of, anything I can look at? Is there any graffiti to be graffitied? I think I have exhausted all the possibilities. Wait, you can leave without the keys?
I made that ashtray for Mom's keys only.
Will there be consequences?
I made that for my mom.
You chill out, though. You know what I fear? I fear that if I go outside that door and I do not have the keys, things will end poorly. And I do know that I am supposed to graffiti David's shit. So maybe that is what I am to do, but I will pick up the keys instead. If I miss out on a collectible, so be it. Chloe, you're not making this easy on me.
No point in putting off the inevitable torture of driving to school with David. They better get going.
Was there ever an alternative? Yes, she could have walked out. What? Hey, is this Chloe? This is Steph Gingrich. Hey. I have your DVD. You can get it before school. Thanks. What DVD? Who is that? Could I have talked to Joyce more? Presumably not. Don't look so defeated, Chloe. Come on.
What a piece of crap.
Chloe.
Car, too.
Okay, that was legitimately funny. You know.
Why do you women always take forever to get ready?
You're not making this easy on me.
you men will leave without us. No, Mom. I swear he beat himself to death with a tire iron. Repeatedly.
Electrode insulator's probably cracked. You know what a spark plug does?
Yes.
It ignites
Did you
the
not
part-
hear me? I said I know what it does.
Then go grab my socket wrench set from the garage, and we can get moving.
Gotcha.
What is this? Quality time? Ugh. Better just get the socket wrench and get this over with.
Look, you know the worst part about this is that they could hypothetically bond over this, right? They have something they both understand.
Mom should date literally anyone else.
Can we have a conversation before? This is not going to end well, is it?
Where's the socket wrench set again? All I see in the garage is family stuff. You know, not your stuff.
Chloe!
Dick around on your own time. It's in the toolbox. In the garage. You won't be late to school on my watch.
But yes, as I've mentioned, David isn't necessarily making this easy.
Tiniest penis in all of Arcadia Bay.
Look, don't get me started on the notion of penis envy, okay? Because Freud had a thing or two, a choice thing or two to say about that as well.
What's David doing, leaving stuff in our garage anyway? Does he think he's moving in or something?
He...
I'm supposed should fill this with gasoline just in case David's car ever catches on fire.
You know, once again, yeah, I've mentioned I want to give her the definite benefit of the doubt, but this is Chloe Price we're talking about.
Damn. The stereo used to be in Dad's workshop. I should hook it up in my room before garbage day gets it first.
Oh!
Dad's old camera. Do they even make film for these anymore?
Believe it or not, they do. Yes, I remember this. A pivotal item. Further down the line.
Uh-oh. Mom's been cleaning again. This was the photo Mom took down from the living room. Guess we don't have room for it and David's mustache.
Oh. This is the toolbox. But let's look at other things.
Do these have chapters on hotwiring your mom's boyfriend's car so you can drive it off a cliff? Asking for a friend. Dad's toolbox. He used to get so excited whenever anything sprung a leak or busted. David's lawnmower. Maybe Mom and I like our lawn the way it is. Ever think of that?
You know... Talk about clutching at straws, eh? I'm just looking for that graffiti spot at this point. It's just...
By toolbox, did David mean this, or did he mean himself?
Don't make me...
There's his stupid socket wrench set. Let's get this shit show over with. 50-50 chance I smash him in the face with this. 60-40.
Chloe!
Maybe 90-10.
Chloe! I'm really...
By toolbox, did David mean this, or did he mean himself?
If it's in my garage, it gets my special treatment. What message does David really need to hear?
Well, one of these is going to be a mere insult, and the other is going to make him feel unwelcome. Which is worse? And which is better? Yeah.
Got it.
Box of dicks. And a neatly drawn penis. Wonderful. Just glorious. Thank you.
By toolbox, did David mean this, or did he mean...
Great, 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 great. Next up, the school wall.
himself?
And a new entry I see. Next. Max. 7th of May, 2010. You know how things with Mom seemed like they couldn't get any worse? The sad truth is I suddenly have to choose between being nice and or being honest with her, because I can't be both. But how can I keep being nice and pretending like she didn't make a horrible choice with Mustache? And why am I the only one concerned about this hostile takeover of our house? Today it's a toolbox and pot roast. Tomorrow it's... Well, I should stop there for sanity's sake. Look, it's Honestyville and Iceberg. And yeah, I know Mom is stressed about money issues, but that still doesn't justify her horrible taste in men. Horrible taste in men, horrible taste... I think we've... Who among you has good taste in men? Also, Mom knows I've been skipping, which sucks, but in a way makes me feel better about it. Does it? Does that make me a bad person? Many things make you a bad person, Chloe. But yeah, making her complicit in lying about this so she can stay in school she doesn't care about and skips. Like the delinquent she is. If only, you know, all of this had the payoff of her actually shaping up and getting on with her studies, so this can all be left behind her. And all of these lies, all of this deception can be tossed to the side, as at the very least serving some higher cause. But no. Does that make me a bad person that I don't feel bad about fucking up, just relieving that, just relieve that I don't have to waste the energy to lie about it anymore. Oh. On second thought, don't answer that. Chloe, the no good, very bad person. Well, at least there's some self-reflection though, right? Right. Because, yeah, that makes her feel relieved. Oh, right, I don't have to lie about that anymore, because it is not a secret. How about you just, you know, just fix things? How about you make better choices in life, Chloe?
Tiniest penis in all of Arcadia Bay.
I mean, look who's talking.
So,
You find the socket wrench set yet? You can do that one simple thing, can't you? A little more hustle wouldn't have killed you.
It's not gonna work if she can't be nice. She
See
effectively...
what's gunking up the works there? That's a sign of
carbon deposits? No shit.
You know, you could actually be good at this if you lost the attitude.
Correct.
My attitude is what makes me special, David.
I don't think so.
All right.
Don't leave him hanging.
Fine, whatever.
You have. But yeah, I don't think she can be nice about this. The best she can
Hey,
do.
you're taking those tools with you, right?
Every house needs a good toolbox.
He's got a bigger
I've
toolbox.
already got one, but thanks.
I mean, can you really argue with that? Yes, she can. She can.
Ready
and she will.
to roll?
Please don't want to talk. Please don't want to talk.
I
Please.
want to talk to you about something.
Fuck.
We don't have to like each other, but you will respect me. You've enjoyed enough of a vacation from having a father figure. So there's some things I want to be real clear about.
Okay. She can either combat this or she can endure this. And look, Chloe would not just give up on this. And I'm going to have to be swift. Presumably, presumably everyone is going to be pleased by this because I'll have to shut up and actually focus on the prompts.
Respect him? I think it's time I show this asshole I'm not interested in anything he has to say.
Wait, I want it to be nice.
What's
And
clear is fuck you.
Language. You are way out of line, young lady.
Language?
Here, let me put that in a language you'll understand. Foxtrot. Uniform.
You've got a smart mouth, don't you?
well, you don't.
Let me dumb it down for you. I mean, sorry. What has fewer syllables than dumb?
Hey, watch your... I can crap bigger than you, got it?
Then I hope you're a better plumber than you are a mechanic.
Your mother... breaking her heart.
At least she has a heart. All you have is... What's it called when you've got one porn stash and zero game?
I was in the army. You will respect me.
I don't remember enlisting, so don't treat me like your newest recruit.
If you were a man,
It's cool. If you were a man, I wouldn't go so easy on you either.
Don't know why I bother trying.
Mission accomplished.
It was what Chloe would have done. It was what Chloe would have wanted. I know I wanted her to be nice, but I wanted her to be as nice as I could imagine Chloe being. As nice as it would have been realistic for her to be.
Country music?
A vivid dream
Dad loved this song.
of William. You fell asleep in the car. You know this isn't actually happening.
To tell you that I miss you, my old friend. Burning in the midnight all again.
Funny, because she's...
What a beautiful day.
Socket Wrench, William. I mean, look at things, but mostly talk to William.
This isn't right.
Oh no! Oh no! But yeah, it is a sign of things to come, and it is. Yeah, it effectively shows us her deepest fears. That here you have David just replacing William.
I know what a spark plug does, jerkwad. If Mom were here, she'd tell him to turn that junk off.
But she isn't here, is she? Anything else we can interact with? Absolutely not.
Dad, turn it up.
Don't fall asleep.
Picking up my lover from the grocery store.
Oh no, you know what's gonna happen. You know how this ends. And there's nothing you can do about it. Catapult awake.
Hey,
The hell?
out of the car, Chloe. You're gonna be late.
Thanks for the ride.
Shit. Thanks.
Don't use that sarcastic tone with me, young lady. I can see you rolling your eyes.
Hello? I was actually saying
I see everything.
I was actually trying to be nice. I was actually trying to be nice as she could be. She doesn't do particularly well at that, and I know, but I was...
Black Hell.
Drugs, they will mess you up. Yes, they will. I don't suppose I'm supposed to press space in order to skip this. No, she's just walking on up the steps.
Hey, Chloe.
Oh. Hey, Elliot.
I heard you had a hell of a night. I mean, people are talking about it.
People can eat a dick. Even social media haters can't ruin how awesome last night was.
So, how about The Tempest? Blackwell Theater at its most pretentious.
Yeah, totally.
I know it's gonna be lame, but I was thinking, do you want to go together tomorrow?
Two options. That sounds awful, or maybe. Look, I know how this ends. Sorry, Elliot, it doesn't end well for you. Because there's this new girl in town. Well, she's not new in town, but... It's not his fault. He seems like a nice guy, but... honestly, he deserves better. Then again, who doesn't? Maybe Rachel... No, even Rachel Lambert deserves better. Okay, two options. That sounds awful, or maybe. I'm sorry, he's awkwardly, fearfully saying, hey, maybe we could go to a thing together, and you're contemplating saying, no, that sounds like an awful idea, what on earth were you even thinking? As one of the options, and the other one is maybe. Well, does she want to go? No. There's no option that says yes. I intuit that she doesn't want to, and as far as I can tell, she doesn't want to, and I don't want to. So we're stuck with a no, and the only real question is, how do we say that? Do we outright say I'm not interested, sorry, or do we say maybe? And of course, if you follow what I've just been saying, it sounds like, why would I say up? Why would I pick the option on the right? I obviously should say the option, sorry, why would I pick the option on the left? I obviously should pick the option on the right. But I've just stopped myself and thought, hold on, for the longest damn time I've been complaining about this exact thing. Why don't you just say no directly? What's wrong with you? So if the answer is no, how about you don't lead the guy on? How about you don't do any of these horrible things just to be nice? Or, I don't know, just to feel nice because you're not being nice to anyone, except possibly yourself. And how about you just tell him no right here, right now? You don't... I think I know why, because you don't have to be awful about it. You can try to be polite. Maybe not if you're Chloe Price. But a direct no is something I would appreciate significantly more, so let's go down that route. And besides, of all the things and of all the people, I think Chloe Price would be direct.
No way. I'd rather have my eyes gouged out with rusted forks.
Yeah, right. Me too, I guess.
All right. See you in chem.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just crush his heart. Just stomp it beneath your heels. And you don't wear heels. Whatever. Stomp it
Gotta
up.
track down Steph to pick up my DVD. I've still got time before class.
Hold the right mouse button to see your objective. See, I'm objective. Believe it or not, I'm holding my... Oh my goodness. Well, you gotta hold it for a reasonable while before you get anything, but yes! that's how she marks her objective! Oh my goodness, what is this, Memento? What are you on? Wanna talk to Elliot and abuse him emotionally some more?
It's nice that Elliot always wants to do stuff with me. I just haven't been in the doing stuff mood lately.
Who's this guy?
I need my DVD from Steph.
I know.
I bet she's nerding it up with Mikey somewhere.
Mikey? Who's Mikey?
Nathan in tights. Can't unsee.
Nathan Prescott! Oh boy!
How could I possibly make it through a day in this place without a little chemical assistance?
Well, I mean, I think you could.
Well,
Maybe you could.
at least not for now.
New sci-fi, new movie, new club. Meets 5:30 Wednesdays. New to the genres, introduce you to the classics. Have a movie suggestion? See Warren or Brooke. Oh dear. The worst, arguably the worst part is that I mean, I kinda know these people, but interacting with them is going to be completely different because with Chloe, at least I'm Chloe, this Chloe's Chloe. Whoa! What? Hey, I'm at the picnic tables with Mickey. Thanks, on my way. Skip this guy.
Skip Matthews, Blackwell's finest. He's not so bad for a mall cop.
Okay, let's skip him. Actually, let's not skip him. Let's not skip.
Skip. Stopped any gang wars lately?
Not today. I did ask Justin Williams' mom to move her Mercedes out of handicap parking.
Badass.
Yeah, you know how I roll.
Well, I guess the rules of engagement are what they are. Whenever you're interacting with Chloe Price, you can't really take what she says at face value, and yeah, you can't really interact straight. You gotta match her tone, and you've gotta fire right back. That's the only way you can possibly interact with her. Otherwise, you will get bogged down by her nonsense.
So, you spending a lot of quality time with Justin's mom?
No. But if you see Justin, tell him I can only ignore that cloud of weed smoke for so long.
Tell him yourself, Skip. Not my problem.
I'm trying to do him a favor. I thought you high risks all stuck together.
High risks?
Of dropping out.
Shit. Sorry. Forget I called you that.
Huh. High risks. Guess you can learn useful things in school.
I mean, you will... Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the show.
So, I went to the mill last night. Cut firewalk
live.
You went to the mill? Wait, you saw a fire walk?
It was cool.
Haven't I seen this guy though?
Whoa, pretty wicked. I didn't know you were into music like that.
Really, she doesn't look the type. What, good music?
What? Like good music?
Preach it, sister. I'm in a band, actually.
No shit. Really?
We're called Pisshead. It's not a big deal or anything. I mean, I'm trying to get our demo out there, but it's hard.
Pisshead, huh?
Would you maybe want to hear it? Our demo, I mean.
Sure thing.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Funky. I'll wait until the end of the song.
So, what did you think?
It's really good.
That was really good, man. If Pisshead came on the radio, I'd turn that shit up.
This will have consequences.
Right on. Awesome, Chloe, thanks.
This will have consequences.
Skip Matthews, Blackwell's finest. He's not so bad for a mall cop.
Hey, stay out of trouble.
Hello, Miss Grant.
Miss Grant, the least lame teacher at Blackwell. Wish she could get over the whole push me to succeed thing, though.
What do you want her to do exactly then?
Morning, Miss Grant.
What do you think of this hypothesis? That you'll be in your seat by the time chemistry class begins today.
That sounds highly probable. Does it?
I wouldn't miss it for all the manganese in the world, Miss Grant.
Your sincerity's overwhelming. With all the change that's happening at Blackwell of late, I suppose I can appreciate your consistent wit, Chloe.
What kind of change do you mean?
Well, the Prescotts have made an extremely generous donation to the school, which is good, but instead of going to support more science and mathematics, it's all being dedicated to the arts.
Jefferson!
You don't think more money should be spent in the arts?
It's not that exactly. I recently made the case that STEM programs should receive more support, but apparently our new donors disagree with me. Such is life, I suppose.
Miss Grant actually seems sad.
The odds supports them too, do they? That's not a particularly Chloe thing either, is it? No, things are turn around.
Maybe in another 6 months, a new donor will come along with money for, I don't know, more lasers.
More lasers.
More lasers?
More lasers.
Do we have any lasers?
Sadly, no.
How about one
That is
laser?
sad.
A laser pointer at least. Not much of a laser, but...
Miss Grant, the least lame teacher at Blackwell. Wish she could get over the whole push me to succeed thing, though.
I'll see you in class, right, Chloe?
Well, I don't know. Do not walk on stage. What would Chloe
Need more
Price do?
ED from Steph. I bet she's nerding it up with Mikey somewhere.
Look at me, I'm walking on stage. Even though I'm not supposed to. Such a rule breaker. Tell you what, Chloe Price, why don't you sit on this crate and think? I want you to think about your life for a moment.
I should probably be getting to class, but I just don't care.
Do you have... Really?
Last night really happened?
Okay, she does think.
The internet says it did, but I still can't believe it. Rachel Amber. The drama star, honor student, popular princess of Blackwell swoops in like Batman to save my ass and thrash to Firewalk?
Yes.
Either that was a dream or real life just got a shit ton crazier.
We know where this is going, right? She's starstruck. How else do I put this? She's obviously into Rachel Amber. She's got a reason. They've made the connection. Sparks may fly. Oh, come on. What? What is it?
Principal Wells. Hey.
Howdy.
Miss Price, the sign clearly says do not walk on the stage. Such disregard for your fellow students' efforts won't alleviate your record of major infractions.
I didn't do it, I swear. How about minor infractions?
How many minor infractions and a major one?
This is no joke, Miss Price.
Who's joking? You've seen my math grades.
Perhaps you will find me less amusing if I mention the various allegations I've been hearing about your drug use. You know Blackwell has a zero-tolerance policy. Do I have to initiate a search of your person in order to establish the veracity of these allegations, Miss Price? That's what I thought. I'll look forward to seeing you in my office after school today. How does that sound?
Oh, you have the option to mouth off to the principal. Well, I mean, she does get expelled eventually. Why not? Let's go for it. What would Chloe Price do? Talk trash.
Wells really has it out for me. I have to convince him it's in his best interest to back off. Actually, sir, I'm gonna go with no.
It's not gonna be...
So you're going to mouth off to me now, yes?
Yes?
And here I thought your well of witticisms had finally run dry.
Oh, I get it. Because your name is Wells, right? You go around all day just hoping for an opportunity to make well references? This must be a big moment for you.
Jokes? In my experience, that's how the guilty cover up their infractions.
How did you become principal without learning the Constitution?
Innocent until
The
proven
Fourth
guilty.
Amendment, illegal search and seizure.
We are a private institution, and policy allows me to search all students on the premises.
Is it also policy to label certain students high risk and then single them out for special intimidation tactics?
How do you know about that designation?
Does it matter how I
Perhaps
know?
the better question you should be asking yourself is, what else do I know?
I'm sure we do not need to make so public an issue of your behavior today. But make no mistake, Miss Price, this is not over.
Ooh, goody. I love cliffhangers. Funny, just a couple years ago, something like that would have scared the crap out of me. These days, I'm at, like, the collegiate level of not giving any fucks.
Am I supposed to be proud of her?
Huh. Weirdly, that makes me interested in walking on the stage.
Well, that's the wrong order of operations, Chloe, because I've already done that for you. Can
I
you...
walk where I want, when I want. Don't forget it again, Wells.
What a big girl you are. And I don't mean it in the physical sense. That would be Alyssa. Not to be confused with Alessa, that's another story
I should
entirely.
probably be getting to class, but I just don't care.
No, we've been through this. Also, as you can clearly see, whenever you have the opportunity to just sit on down, they will not leave you there hanging indefinitely. If you take your time and do not leave...
Steph and Mikey normally post up somewhere quiet in the courtyard.
Oh, you know, I'll go there eventually. Stop giving me a hard time. I'm just trying to explore. We have all the time in the world because time doesn't just progress on its own. Oh my goodness, if I... Come on, now what was I talking about? Something about stage... But yes, of course, they don't just leave you hanging. See, I'm not hit with dementia. They don't just leave you... This is the wall where I'm supposed to graffiti. They don't just leave you hanging. If you take your time, something is gonna happen. I think if you press space, something is also gonna happen the moment you press space. So either way, an event ends your little adventure. You don't just have to manually get on up like in the vanilla version. Something does happen.
I bet Steph and Mikey are playing games on one of the tables.
I understand. Smoking if you got him. Ah, yeah, of course, students come here to smoke, yada yada. Sit on my Johnson. Leave me be. Zach is hot. That's great. Yes, no sucking on tampons. It's the law. No. Well, what would Chloe Price do? She would smoke, wouldn't she? But I don't like her smoking. But she does like smoking.
Something's definitely missing from that totally blank wall.
A little casual act of vandalism, Miss Price. Just don't sign it, please. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Principal Wells.
He is the law.
I wonder if Wells is going to appreciate my art. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Winning while doping isn't winning at all. It's a quick trip to the deep end of failure. Say no to drugs. Well, I guess it just means that you should just apply yourself and put in the effort to be the very best. Also including any benefits you might possibly have out of being physically superior to your peers.
But fire's so pretty.
I get it, I get it. I guess I will not necessarily... I mean, you can clearly see what's written
I
though.
prefer to wake and bake. But hey, to each their own.
Blackwell students, don't miss out on the most important meal of the day. Treat your body right through the stress of finals week. Yeah, I think eating breakfast might be a reasonably good idea. It might be important.
Chloe. Class is back the other way.
Ah, fine. Might as well go to class at some point. And yes, pick up your DVD. Okay, tell you what, she's got an objective. And even though I'm prancing about, I could just say that the reason she refuses to smoke in these circumstances is because she's got things to do. Well, I can get away with it that way. Next up, drama nerds. Moving canvas. Dead white guy. Happy Brat and the old Carl. Drama nerds. Can you sit here? Oh look, it's Victoria. Oh boy. Can you look at the pretty flowers and appreciate them?
Flowers always make me think of springtime, which makes me think of summer, which makes me think of getting the fuck away from Blackwell for 3 whole months. I love flowers.
Still looking for all those positive aspects of Chloe Price.
This makes being high sound like a bad thing. Evan's work is actually pretty good. I'd never tell him that, of course.
Because she's never nice, right? That's it. She's never nice. She's never genuine. She's always just sarcastic and mean and witty, but never just nice. Is that it? Is that what we're dealing with here? Because you'll notice I have mentioned not being authentic, and I think that is a reasonably good point. It's not that she never feels anything positive, right? It's just that she never expresses anything clearly and directly. Which I guess is not because she's such a badass ultimately. It's because she feels insecure. That's it. She feels like she would make herself vulnerable were she to directly express something positive, without a hint of sarcasm, without all of these barriers put in place just to shield herself. So she is snarky and mean and all that. Puts on a facade and makes it seem like it's her being brave. Even though deep down inside it's cowardice, nothing else. I don't know Samantha, first time I've heard of her.
Samantha Myers, school wallflower. She could give you a run for your money, Max.
Talk to Samantha.
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Samantha.
Who's Afraid of Virginia
What
Woolf?
are you reading?
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
I don't know. Why do you ask me?
I read that last year in Mrs. Hoyta's English class.
I didn't think you did homework.
Normally I don't, but the play was actually good.
What did you like about it?
See, now that I've had that bit of a monologue right before this thing, it transitions really well to my answer to this particular question, doesn't it? Because I could hypothetically say, oh, it's funny. It would be pretty in line with Chloe's character, wouldn't it? Ah, yeah, she's this sarcastic, witty. But no, there's another side to her that I would love to explore because it's authentic, and it's something I can possibly latch onto that might bring out something positive, the connection to William, etc. It's sad. She's got some human emotions, right? And chiefly among them, the most positive is sadness, I guess.
The story is about how relationships only work if people are willing to lie to each other.
I'm not sure if you're joking. Sorry, I'm a little slow sometimes.
I'm a little bitchy sometimes, so it's cool.
People always say that. but I think you're actually... Sorry, Chloe. No one says anything like that. I don't know what I'm actually talking about.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
I
do.
bet.
Oh, now she's going to be upset that she made you sad.
Samantha Myers, school wallflower. She could give you a run for your money, Max.
You know, she didn't want to be mean. She was just ultimately relaying what she's heard.
I really didn't mean anything.
No. But yeah, you get the picture, right? You understand.
Need my DVD from Steph.
Yeah, I gotta shut
I
up.
bet she's nerding it up with Mikey somewhere.
So yeah, obviously, predictably not. They're not gonna like her. Not particularly. I mean, I get it, not everyone over here is particularly scholarly, but most students make a decent bit of an effort, I guess. Most students reasonably care. She's literally at the very bottom of the totem pole as far as the amount of effort and as far as scholarly pursuits are concerned. Which is really depressing. But there's very little I can do about that, as I have stated numerous times. My efforts to understand and empathize with Chloe Price continue. It is an uphill battle in which she is her own worst enemy. The world is not out to get her, but she insists on either antagonizing others or pushing them away. Watch the next part of my Life is Strange Before the Storm playthrough to see that not all hope is lost yet. Thanks for watching so far, and you will see me elsewhere.